Hello, and welcome to an exciting academic, widely known throughout most of the histories of. Oh, just get on with it, Peter. They're just gonna be around for 15 minutes. Okay, if you've just tuned in, I just spent some time doing a rant about Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm a bit calmer now, but I'm still not in a very good mood, sort of thing. Right, this is my Star Wars The Old Republic analysis. God, that title is aggravating. Okay, just get to it. Right. Anyway, when you get the chance, watch my rant, which I've just done. It wasn't a very good rant. It was just me saying random stuff and telling you guys to just watch my reviews and stuff. But anyway, just watch it because at the end it explains everything. Which it doesn't really. It's just me. It's just me losing my shit. Which is all right in itself because it's good to lose your shit. Anyway, okay, so this is my analysis of Star Wars The Old Republic. Star Wars. Let's do a bit of background before I even get into anything else. Star Wars is one of the most highly hyped things that has ever been through the internet, through anything sci fi wise, fantasy wise. It's the biggest thing, right? The Old Republic has been a game that's been around for about 5 years now. I didn't actually know that, I had to look that up. Been around for 5 years, and it keeps getting updates and stuff to make it a better game, and it's... Why is it on my review show if it isn't bad? It's hard to explain. That's why analysis is needed. A review is easy. A review is quite simple. My review, which isn't even around yet, it's still in the process of being made, hence why I've got this tiny little analysis show for you guys. But, no, but what I'm going to do instead, because Star Wars The Old Republic is sort of a new game, I'm going to review it against an old Star Wars game. Now, the old Star Wars game that I've picked personally is Star Wars Battlefront, the original. Because in hindsight to it, it is sort of the same. So, yeah, it's a PC game versus a PS2 game. Has got a disadvantage because they're not on the same control format, but for me personally, I've never played a control game before on the PSC, so technically when people say, hey, you didn't play it properly, hey, you didn't know what you were doing. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. But you should expect people, I'll get into all that. I will get into the controls and I will get into everything that makes this a game for non-beginners. Because if you are a person who's played this for about the 5 years, you will know exactly what you are doing. If you're a person who knows exactly what you're doing, you'll know what you're doing. If you're not that sort of person, like me, or like anyone I know who would get so confused by how much stuff is in this game, then you wouldn't get very far. Ow. But, yes, so right, so watch the review when it comes out, because that'll be old versus new, and then you can watch my Let's Play. There's also a Let's Play coming out of me playing Star Wars Battlefront, which is awesome, because I know what I'm doing on that game. Like, I don't know what I'm doing on Star Wars Republic. But anyway, watch my review and my Let's Play. I don't know why rant is still on there, because it's not a rant. There isn't a rant. So I don't know what that's doing on there, because there isn't a rant. Don't go and look for a rant. It doesn't exist. Okay, so let's go to my first thing. Right, okay, so this basic thing, right? Okay, this is so that people understand, okay? Watch my review. This is gameplay and controls analysis, okay? All I'm going to be talking about in this entire part here is everything to do with the game that you can't get in the review. Which doesn't make any sense until you've watched this, so watch this. And the review doesn't exist yet. It will at the end of the video, but it doesn't exist yet. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, let's just start off with here. Yes, loads of people will be going, oh my god, he's so dumb, he's using PowerPoint with the slide. Yeah. Views aren't like that. You listen to the voice. You don't need any visuals whatsoever. You just listen to the voice. 750 people are currently watching this. Hello to all of you. gameplay creation. Character creation. I've spelled that wrong. Doesn't matter. I have to say that the picking your faction at the start is good. As soon as I switched it on, it was straight away stressed. Do you go for the dark side or do you go for the light side? Now, in both games I played, I went for the light side, and I've already had people going, "Oh, you should have done dark side, it's easier." Well, as a new beginner, you wouldn't technically know that, so yeah, I went for the light side in both character picks I picked. In both traces, I went for the light side because I thought, you know what I want to do at first? I want to pick a Jedi. Turns out you've got to wait for the game to fully download before you can even play a real game with other players, which I'm not happy about. So I'm now waiting for that to download properly. So there's that. There's that gets in the way of your character creation because it gets inside your whole mind, right? So I wanted to be a Jedi, and I wanted to go around with people in the world and kill Sith. That was the dream I had. What did I get at character creation? I got the chance to pick between 4 things. Jedi, a Jedi Counselor, which I think is just a Jedi Master who uses the Force and has no lightsaber. That's what I think that is. People are going to be shouting in my ear, "That's not what that is, it's a da-da-da with a do-da-do." I don't care. Really, I don't. It doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. Because I didn't play those parts. Right? I'm only discussing what I played, okay? That's the part of a gameplay analysis, okay? What I personally played. Character creation. I chose the Jedi, Knights, and the Troopers. I picked the Troopers because I wanted it to be like Battlefront. I wanted it so badly to be like Battlefront, and it's not like Battlefront. It's not Battlefront at all! It's not like Battlefront at all, and that's what I hate. I would love to say that this is like Battlefront, but it's not. It's not. What is bad actually? It's a linear. Odd thing. It is linear to a point. It is a linear free roam game. It's the first one I've ever come across. It is a free roam linear game. That is a first. Yes, there's games I've played, like... Well, actually, let me think here. What games have I played that are linear, but they're free roam? Well, there's quite a lot. But none that put that to, like, pressure points. In the Trooper one, when you start, this is if you've managed to get the download so that you've got the full game, then this doesn't refer to you guys. But if you are a person who pressed play before the actual download had finished, you know what I'm talking about when I say that you're sent from place to place to place to place, doing quests with gameplay and controls that are absolutely shit, and it just does not work beyond belief. Okay, sorry, I was supposed to be talking about character creation, not the actual game. This is what happens. Analysis always drills into the review slightly, but it doesn't need to. Let's continue with character creation. You get to create your entire face. I couldn't be bothered to do that, so I got something closely resembling me with long hair. There you go, that's what I got, right? That was me with the Jedi. On the Clone Trooper, I couldn't even be bothered, so I just picked the first thing that came up and went with it. Okay, so to people who take a long time creating things, I can't personally say that I enjoy trying to create myself because I couldn't be bothered to create myself so, like, massively. And it makes it more personal. I've always noticed that if you do the character creation really, really lengthy, it makes it more personal for you, which I guess is sort of quite a good thing, really. Okay, so that's character creation. That's what you did. You picked your class, you picked your name. Names, by the way, I don't understand, EA, why people can't have the same name. I understand that it's not right to have the same name because people get confused and all that stuff, but it doesn't matter, you know? I had to spend 3 minutes trying to type in random nonsense names. I think I had to call someone QWERTY just to actually get on the game because of how stupid that thing is. Okay, anyway, that is character creation. With bits and bobs surrounding the actual game. So let's move on. Can we get to the next bit? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Right. Everything animation-wise... Forget gameplay for a second. No gameplay. The role-playing, where you have to select what you say, is perfect. Everything animated. The sky, the ships, the people standing around, when you're in dialogue sections, hell, the pictures when you're loading on the loading screen. You don't get bored. You don't get bored, and it's perfect. It gets you involved, and you're like, oh my god, I'm playing a Star Wars game. And the cutscenes are what makes this work. It had to work. If you'd messed up the cutscenes, it would never, ever work. The only problem with this game comes down to one crucial thing. The controls. Noticed that I haven't added any text because it is just gonna be me brawling and crawling all over words. The cutscenes are mega brilliant. The control is beyond horrific. For me personally, playing as a clone trooper, I found myself firing at walls, firing at people I didn't want to be firing at, and getting annoyed beyond belief at how stupid PC controls are. I mean, okay, to people who play PC games all the time, you guys can just say whatever you want to say, okay? You can say whatever you want to say. But me personally, I've never played a PC game before. Never. This was the first one I actually downloaded and played. I've played ones online. I've played Raze. I've played Raze 2, Raze 3. I've played loads of games on Not Doppler, thanks to Gareth. This isn't my first computer actual game. It's my first PC downloadable game. Which, you gotta make the difference between now. So, okay. This is my first game, PC gamer, right? This is my first PC disc that you can buy game sort of thing. And I have to just say that personally on my level, it hasn't been a good experience because the controls for me personally are crap. I don't like them. I don't like them. The game crashes. Loads of people have telling me this happens a lot to them, so obviously it's got loads of bugs even though it gets updates. I mean, how does that even happen? Hey, you, update this game. Okay, we updated the game. What happened? It crashed. Oh, you know, people don't need this kind of, like, control-schemed archaisms with EA. And EA, you are putting yourself deeper into debt. One of the things I noticed, which I will probably go over 1 million times in the review, is in-game purchases. In-game purchases do not help. In fact, we'll put this in in-game purchases. Just so you guys know that I'm no longer on controls, right? In-game purchases, right? What is the point of in-game purchases? Okay? Number 1, you buy the game so you can play the game. Number 2, you don't need to buy anything else for the game. You've got the game. Stop buying things from inside the game. It doesn't make any sense, okay? People who are doing this, I'm going to tell you this now because some people don't know this, some people on the website will know this, and some people who aren't on the website or on YouTube or wherever you are watching this right now, okay? This is the most important part. When Star Wars Battlefront 3 or 1 for the PS4 and Xbox One, the new one, comes out, there is a global strike happening across the entire world. If the game sucks and has in-game purchases, every single person who signed up is going to do a rigorous 3-hour thing of playing absolutely nothing but Star Wars the original on the PS2. Now that is hardcore gamers for you. In-game purchases need to stop. If this continues, gamers will not buy your games, and if they do not buy the games, then you will sink into the ground and be consumed by stupendous nonsense. Now, for me personally, Old Republic. Does Old Republic have in-game purchases? Yes, it does! You have to become a subscriber to get certain things. To go in certain buildings, you need to be a subscriber. And that's not even in the full game. I haven't got the full game yet, and I can easily prove that by going like that, right? This is the screen I'm seeing, guys. This is the screen I am now seeing on some of my things, right? Look at my thing. Installing 4286, finishing download, ready to play, okay? When that is finished, I will be able to have fun. Oh no, you have to buy in-game purchases. Yes, I will buy in-game purchases. When something just leaves me alone and allows me to just play the game. Because that is what we want to do. We want to play these games without having to deal with in-game purchases and subscriptions. I don't know why people are obsessed with having paid-in subscriptions now to games. Because it makes sure that you get everything in context. Yes, it does. But if the controls, if the in-game purchases, and if subscriptions are enough to turn someone off from a game, they will not even bother playing the game. I intend personally to play the Old Republic when I have got that download to 100%. Until then, I refuse to play with bad controls, in-game purchases, and subscriptions. And you should do the same. If you're a person who wants to play this game to its best potential, because everyone I've talked to, every single person I've talked to, Joe, Doug, Gareth, Mike, every single person has told me that the actual game is far better than the preceded download that you get at the start. Wait for that bar to load to 100% and play the game. Now for the score that doesn't exist. The analysis. Might have spelled that wrong, but anyway. The score is unknown. I do not have a score for this yet until I do my old versus new review. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say other than that I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get rid of that. I cannot wait at all to get rid of the controls, the in-game purchases, and the subscriptions, okay? And I hope EA doesn't let me down. Because if it does let me down, there will be another one of these. There will be another one of these. Okay, so let's go back to the top thing. When the review comes out, watch it. There is no rant. Sort of. And this has been my analysis. Thank you, all of you, for watching this. There's many people watching this, I know, because this wasn't even planned. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next Peter Reviews. And the next Peter Reviews will probably... It will probably be, if I get this correct, the next one I am doing should be... actually, no, it'll be the old versus new. The next thing you guys will see will be the Star Wars Old Republic versus Star Wars Battlefront. And right now, round 1, I know who is winning. So look out for the review, and look out for the Let's Play. And I will see you guys on the next Peter Reviews. Adios, and goodbye.